Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and I want to tell you about something new that I'm adding to my life that all started with a garlic press. Okay, so I have decided that since I'm loving everything creative and I am enjoying cooking a lot lately, that I would add Pampered Chef to my lineup of different companies that I work with, that I demonstrate their products, that I just share ideas, creative ideas with you about. And anyways, so what started me thinking about this was the fact that I have not been able to find a good garlic press. This is what I currently have. It comes apart. A lot of times the garlic just gets smushed in here. This is something I bought a couple years ago because my original Pampered Chef garlic press finally, I had to throw it away. It was in such terrible shape. But you guys, in all honesty, I'd had it for 20 years. So this is the Pampered Chef garlic press. It looks exactly the same as the one that I had, that when it went kaput, I replaced it with this, and I have not had any success pressing garlic since I had this one. So I thought I need to just go ahead and bite the bullet and get a new garlic press. And while I was looking at that, I saw the starter kits that they have and decided, what the heck, I'm just gonna give it a try. I'm not like a super chef. I've never been a super duper great cook. I probably won't ever do any parties in people's kitchens, but I will share things with you, recipes, ideas. And what I want to show you real quick right now is what came in my box. And then I want to show you some of the Pampered Chef kitchen gadgets that I have had for between 15 and 20 years. So one of my very favorite gadgets from Pampered Chef is this can opener that opens the top of the can rather than the side. My grown children cannot figure out how to use this, but it is my favorite and I've had it forever. This is a little scoop, which I have one in my box, brand new, that is the same as this. I pull these out anytime I've done a quiche or a pie, or I need to cut a cake or zucchini bread or anything like that. These are Pampered Chef from many years ago. This is a Pampered Chef kitchen brush, I think is what you call that, from many years ago. I have a whisk. I have these. I use these every week. So one thing is for sure, their kitchen gadgets just last forever. We did have pots and pans that I completely wore out over probably 10 years. And I'm thinking I want to get some new ones. But let me show you what came in my box real quick. And this is what I selected. Let me scoot you back a little bit. All right. I have not had a good cast iron skillet in a very long time. I don't know what happened to mine, but and also my mom had two great ones, but my sister still has those at her house. So I was looking at their cast iron skillet, and I'm so excited to be able to use this because this came in my starter kit, and I also got this to go with it. This is a cast iron skillet, what do they call this? Grill press. To use in here to make like paninis or to do chicken or steak if you want, you know, the, what do they call that? The sear lines on it. So that's one thing that I'm super excited about. Also, I'm excited about this. This is called a large square cool and serve. And I don't know if you are the type that makes deviled eggs. If you do, and you take two different get-togethers and whatnot, this is a cool and serve dish that you can bring deviled eggs in, or if you don't do deviled eggs, you can still use this. If you're bringing veggies or cheese or anything that needs to stay cold, it also comes with this. And so I think this is going to be really handy. Another thing I have to figure out that I'm excited about, and at the very end I'll drop a link to my Pampered Chef website in case you want to just hop on and take a peek, look at their catalog, see what they have. They have a bunch of oldies but goodies, and then they have, it looks like, a lot of new things. And a couple things that I need to get. I need to get the potato peeler, and I need to get the knife sharpener, because I have had this, oh my gosh, it looks terrible. I've had this knife sharpener for over 20 years, and I have loved it, but it doesn't really work anymore because it's just been used too many times. Plus it looks very beat up and dirty. But that's one thing, their gadgets last forever. Okay, so this thing right here is called a rapid press mandolin, and it's a way to slice veggies and things like that real thin without injuring yourself. And I had a flat mandolin about 10 years ago, and I was doing the Whole Foods diet at the time, and I was slicing plantains, those bananas from, where are they from? I don't know, South America, to fry them in coconut oil to make plantain chips that were Whole Foods okay on this diet. Anyways, I like cut the whole front of my fingernail, my pinky fingernail off, and it was the most painful experience ever. So my husband, the very next day, he threw that mandolin slicer away. He was like, "You're never using it again." Well, now they have, Pampered Chef has this gadget, which I have to figure out how it works. But it's gonna be safe. It's a safe mandolin slicer. So I'm super excited about that because I haven't used one in years, really, because mine was tossed by my husband, and I would have been afraid to use it anyways. Okay, let's see what else do I have in here. They have tons of things. Like this is new. Oh look, here's my version of a new can opener that came in my starter kit. This is, I'll have to figure it out. This is what it looks like now. This is what it looked like 20 years ago. I'm sure it's great. It's probably time for this puppy to be retired. But this looks great. This is what is this called? Mix and chop. It's great for if you're doing ground beef or anything that you want to kind of break apart as you're stirring and cooking. That looks good. I got some tongs. Another one of these. I'll give this to my daughter-in-law or something because I already have one. And mine is still just fine. This one's a teeny bit bigger than what I had. but I'll probably give her that. I'll put it in her stocking at Christmas or something. These nice tongs, which you can never have too many tongs. Measuring spoons. Oh, I have all of these. Let me see. I also have the tool caddy. Is this Pampered Chef? Well, I don't know where they are. Let's see. Yes. I have a whole bunch of these that are similar to this, that are 10 or 15 years or 20 years old. I have this already, so I'll probably pass this along. This is a nice measure all cup. I'll pass that along to my daughter-in-law. These are some teaspoon and tablespoon measuring spoons, which I still have mine from Pampered Chef, but I'll keep these because I cannot always put my fingers on them. And I'll show you a couple things over there, but also they now have, and I don't know if they had this stuff before, but they now have mixes and stuff. So here's French onion dip. This is everything but the pizza. This is Italian herb. I have a couple mixes, 3, that make chili. There's this mix to make brownies. And then I got this awesome brownie pan, which will be great. Oh, and there's a knife, which you can always use their knives. They're great. This is an insulated serving bowl that looks really nice. This is going to look great in my kitchen, too. It's all my colors. And this is, what is this? Well, this is a mixing bowl, which you can always use. So, anyways, why did I show you all of that? It's not because I want to recruit anyone to join my team. I'm just doing this as a creative outlet and to get stuff for my kitchen at a creator, or what do they call them, Pampered Chef consultant discount. But anyways, what I was thinking is maybe you have been looking for a garlic press. Or maybe you have been saying, I have got to get a new can opener, or a new set of pots and pans, or some new knives, or one of these new little gadgets. Whatever. If you are in the need for any of that kind of stuff, you should pop over to Pampered Chef and take a peek. Their kitchen gadgets, I find, are about the same price as good quality gadgets that you might buy at Williams-Sonoma, any kitchen supply stores, or even the nice part of the grocery store, and they just absolutely last forever. And they are such good quality. And so let me know if you would like a link to my website to take a peek. I haven't learned everything yet. I'm gonna ease my way into this slowly and just add a few little cooking tips each week, and maybe a little spotlight on French onion dip mix, or this fancy mandolin, how to slice vegetables. Anyways, that is what is new with me. If you have tips, let me know. If you have favorite Pampered Chef gadgets or kitchen accessories or mixes or anything like that, tell me what they are in the comments. Becky says that she has a lot of Pampered Chef, and she was a consultant years ago. She loves her kitchen utensils, but she probably should update and or add to her kitchen supplies. I know, Becky. My stuff in my kitchen seems to be getting between 15 and 20 years old, and I'm thinking, ooh, it would be nice to have a new, sharp, good knife. It would be nice to have, you know, a new this or that, and to last me another 15, 20 years in my kitchen. So, Pampered Chef is a great, super good quality company, and I never in a million years imagined that I would decide to give it a go and add this to the other companies that I demonstrate their products, but what the heck, it's going to be fun. So let me know if you have any questions. Tell me what your favorite Pampered Chef items are. Let me know if you would like a link to my website, or if you have a great Pampered Chef recipe or ideas or anything that you would like to share with me. I would